I am back to talk about urgent news regarding the Employee Retention Tax Credit, which is otherwise known as the ERC program or the ERTC program. Now, this is one of the last remaining biggest tax credit programs of the U.S. federal government for small business owners like yourself. There are millions of business owners that still have not taken advantage of this tax credit, and this tax credit has been around since March of 2020, way back when the COVID-19 pandemic started and the federal government instituted all of the COVID relief programs. So this one still exists. It's amazing how many small business owners still do not know about this tax credit. So I'm going to provide another update for you today because there's an important deadline that is approaching. There's an important deadline. There's a lot of money at risk here for you to lose if you do not act quickly. Okay. So welcome to She Boss Talk. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but we took care of that. And I'm back on here because it's that important. Okay. So I have not talked about the employee retention tax credit in a while now. So it's time for me to do it because I always have new viewers, new people coming into the community. So it's so important that I bring this to your attention. And if it does not apply to you, if you don't qualify, I would encourage you to please share this information with those, your friends, your family, your peers, your neighbors, your church members, all of those that you know that have a small business that you think may potentially qualify for this tax credit. Now, tax credits are huge, but there's no tax credit like this tax credit, okay? This is a special one-time only COVID-related tax credit to reward those small business owners who kept their employees. That is why they're doing this. It's not any type of tax credit. It's a refundable tax credit. So what does that mean? It is not just that it reduces your payroll taxes. What it means is that you're going to get cash. You're going to get a check back from the IRS. This program is led by or falls under the Department of U.S. Treasury, otherwise known as the IRS. Okay, so most of us that have a business are familiar with the IRS, and if you don't have a business, you are familiar with the IRS. This is an amazing program. Again, huge tax credit up to $26,000 per employee. Now, I did not say $26,000 per business. I said $26,000 per employee. Now, yesterday I did a video on a grant video. So I did a video on grants and I referenced one of my colleagues, one of my peers, Marcus, who has received a STEP grant and who also received this tax credit. Now, he would not have ever known about the tax credit had he not found She Boss Talk, and we've not been talking about it all the way through the pandemic. Now, this is a tax credit. There's a lot of misinformation out there about this tax credit. So many people don't know. And then the people that do know are often misinformed, even by those professionals that are closest to them who have not kept up with the program and the changing regulations regarding the program. This is a very lucrative but very complex tax credit. So you need to work with professionals who know what they're doing to make sure that you are in full compliance and that you receive the maximum benefit that you are entitled to. Okay. So we have helped businesses across the board, all types of industries, men and women. The amounts of the claims have varied from from $1,000 all the way up to $800,000. So that is a lot of money. So no matter where you fall, I think we all can agree that any money that is given to us, to our businesses, is going to help us in our business. So, I mean, just yesterday or just the other day, we helped another business get $21,000. We helped a few businesses get $5,000. That is $5,000 and $21,000 that these businesses had no idea that they qualified for. None. Nobody told them except for me and my team. Or someone referred them and said, hey, go check out She Boss Talk. Go watch this video. I think you may qualify for it. That's what we do. My team will help you determine if you qualify. And if you qualify, we will help you file your claim so that you can get in queue for the IRS to help to send you your money. Okay. This is a reward for you. It is not a loan. It is not money that you have to pay back. It is uncapped. Right? So they estimate that there's about $400 billion, but that doesn't even matter. That's an estimate. It is uncapped. So there's no amount like with PPP and EIDL, where once the cap was reached, then they closed the program. There is no cap. As long as you qualify and you apply for your claim, submit your claim, you can get it as long as you do it by the deadline. So that's why I'm here to talk about the urgent deadline that is approaching. So this credit is applicable to 2020, year 2020, and year 2021. Okay? In order to claim your 2020 tax credit, you must file your claim before April 15th of 2024. We are approaching the end of March 2023. So we're almost at the end of quarter one of 2023. That means you have a year, a little less than a year, to claim your 2020 tax credit. So when we talk about up to $26,000, that's a lot of money that I'm sure we can all agree that you don't want to forfeit for the fact that you don't know, or you don't want your friends and your family and your colleagues and your peers to forfeit because you did not share the information with them. So a lot of times people come to us, they're trying to get information, they're trying to get help for their business, but no one else is sharing no one else is telling them about what programs are out there available for their business. That's why I'm here. This program has been available, but a lot of people didn't know about it. And in the beginning, most people didn't qualify because you could not get this credit, tax credit, and get PPP at the same time. They changed the rules. Now, if you don't keep up with the change in rules, then you're going to think you don't qualify. Or the people you're working with, maybe your accountant or your tax professional or whoever, your consultant or someone you may have hired to help you apply for it, they told you don't qualify because, for any number of reasons, but you may qualify. So we've had so many people that thought they didn't qualify that turns out they did in fact qualify. We have so many people that initially thought that this was a scam, because there are scammers out there. So you have to be careful who you're working with. So that this is not a scam. You can go to the IRS website, put it in the search bar, employee retention tax credit, and it will pull up. Okay. So you may have seen circulars or advertisement, on the radio, on TV, in newspapers, online, on social media. This is a real program. It is not a grant. So if somebody is telling you it's a grant, it is not a grant. So they will use the program and twist it, but they will lead you in the wrong direction. So this is grant-like, it's not a grant. So it is really money back to you as a reward for, again, retaining your employees. So again, this is for those of you all, if you had experienced a COVID event. So most of us, we can say we experienced a hardship due to COVID-19 in our businesses. And if you had W-2 employees in either of the years, you may qualify for this tax credit. Okay. But you're going to lose the opportunity if you don't act quickly to claim 2020. So you may, depending on your circumstances, some people only qualify for 2020 and some people only qualify for 2021. So if you're one of those people, you don't want to miss out on any of the money that you are entitled to. So it's important that you act quickly regarding this particular program. And again, I'm talking about the employee retention tax credit. Okay. So another caveat to this is very important, is for new businesses. There were many businesses that started on or after February 15th of 2020. that did not get PPP, they did not get EIDL, and they did not get the restaurant revitalization grant. They did not get the shutter venue operators grant or any other grant program because they were so new. Because most of the programs said that you had to have been in business in 2019, or they had really early 2020 cutoff dates. Right. And so all of these businesses were new and they were shut out of all those programs. So this program is especially for them. They can qualify for up to $100,000 as a new business that started on February 15th, 2020 or after. So you can qualify for all of 2021. So quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 of 2021. If you were a new business starting up on or after February 15th of 2020. Okay. So this is important because there's a special startup recovery tax credit for you as a small business owner. So if that's you, let me know in the comments. If you know someone, a business owner that applies to, please tag them in the comments or share this with them today. Just before I came on here, we received an email that someone referred them to us because they believe that they qualify. I love action takers because you don't know unless you ask. So ask. Don't be afraid to ask a question if you qualify. We will tell you if you do or don't qualify for a particular program. We've talked to businesses and found out that they qualified for 1 quarter and they were able to get, 20,000, or qualified for 1 quarter and got 50,000. Every business is different. So with that said, make sure that you're not comparing yourself to other businesses. Every business is different. And sometimes I don't know, sometimes people, you tell them about this program and we do the analysis, we give them the information back. It may say they qualify for $5,000 and then we never hear from them again. So they forfeit $5,000 or they forfeit the amount of money because they don't think it's enough. Like, I mean, I don't understand that mentality, because if somebody came to me and told me I qualify for money I didn't know I was entitled to, I was getting zero. But you gonna tell me I can qualify for, if you just told me I could qualify for $1,000, I'm gonna be happy. Okay. Because I don't qualify for this program, but I know many of you all do. And that's why I'm sharing this. I would love if they would change the rules and I could qualify. But because I am a single owner and employee, I don't qualify for this program. So know that, again, if you qualify, I don't care how much you qualify for, take it. Okay. This is money back that the Treasury Department is giving back to you in payroll taxes. So this is not income taxes. This is not your income taxes. This is payroll taxes. So you had to have paid payroll taxes. But this is applicable to for-profit businesses and nonprofits. We've helped churches. We've helped business development organizations. We've helped chambers of commerce get access to this credit. We've helped business centers and business associations get access to this tax credit. We've helped schools get access to this tax credit. So even companies, businesses that did not qualify for PPP can qualify for this. And those that are in industries that did not qualify for PPP and EIDL, like cannabis, like some of the more riskier businesses that often do not qualify for some of these benefits, you can qualify for this tax credit. Again, we will go through a review. We have a team that will support you all the way through the process. So we encourage you to send us an email at ercsupport@shebosstalk.com. ercsupport@shebosstalk.com. So you can feel free to give your peers that email if you think that they qualify for this. Like I said, 100% of the people that we help, no one told them about it, or they were suspicious about it, thought it was a scam, and someone shared, one of you all in our community shared it with them. So know that you're making a big impact. You think you're doing something small, but believe me, businesses are still challenged. Even 3 years later, since COVID started, we're still challenged. There have been so many different changes with being able to employ people, high rising cost of food prices in general, inventories, supply costs, supply chain issues. So there's been a lot of challenges that small businesses have been dealing with. And in addition, they're trying to grow, right? And so with growth, you need capital. So businesses still need capital funding, and they're looking for funding, and they're like, okay, well, I don't know where to go, or I'm going here and there and I'm getting denied. And meanwhile, they're sitting on a treasure they don't even know about. They don't even know about. I mean, just think about when I went to the Buy Black conference, I went there to educate Black business owners on this tax credit, okay? And one of the ladies came to our booth, and we started talking to her about the tax credit. She had never heard of it before. And we said, oh, if you have a few minutes, we will work with you in 5 minutes to determine if you qualify. And then we can help you file. So we started the process at the Buy Black conference and determined that she could potentially qualify for $300,000 for her company. Now, at the end, based on the documents she submitted, her amount was more like $70,000. But if you tell me I can get $70,000 back from the IRS for my business that I can use unrestricted any way that I want in my business, if I need to meet payroll, now I can meet it. If I've been struggling with cash flow, now I have cash flow in my business. If I've been wanting to expand my business or add on to my business or relocate my business, I have money to do that. That is the benefit of this tax credit. But the last opportunity you have is April 15th of 2024. So the deadline is fast approaching. And the 2021 deadline, so mark this down. To claim your 2020 tax credit, the deadline is April 15, 2024. To claim your 2021 credit, if you qualify, the deadline is April 15th of 2025. Okay? And both dates are fast approaching. So like I always say, you don't want to wait to the last minute. You don't want to be that person that found out after the fact or after the deadline date, and now you can't take advantage of the program. That's why it's so important for us to share information with our peers. I mean, just think about it. If your family member was struggling, wouldn't you do anything in your power if you found out about a program that can help them get shelter if they lost their home or they were evicted? Wouldn't you give it to them if you found out that they, didn't have enough money to put food on the table? Wouldn't you recommend them to a food pantry, so that they can eat and their family can eat? This is a similar type of situation. So we know business, everyone that's watching, a business owner. A business owner that has employees, every retail business. And all of us venture into and patronize retail businesses all the time. Those business owners still need relief, and they need to know about this program. So most retail businesses have W-2 employees. Okay. So just think about when you go to the doctor, when you go to your dentist, when you go to your chiropractor, when you go to your salon, when you go to get your nails done, when you go to get your hair done, those are small business owners that have employees that they still need help in their business. When you think about you're taking your child to childcare, the childcare center, those childcare centers are still in need. And we've helped many childcare centers to be able to claim their credit. What about, your parents or your grandparents, or you have someone sick that's in a nursing home, or that you are using their home care services? I have many peers that are home care providers that have qualified for this ERC credit. These are business owners you work with all the time that are helping you in your everyday life. So think about them and their need. They want to keep their doors open. They want to be able to grow their business. They want to have some breathing room in their business. Business owners sacrifice so much. Most business owners don't even pay themselves. So, but you could do this one thing for them, sharing good information, that this is information that they're looking for. They want you to share with them. But unfortunately, not many people are sharing this information. So again, I encourage you, share out this video, go text them, go email them, pick up the phone, call the business owner you know, and tell them, go watch this video. I think you may qualify for this program. Let's see if you do. If you don't, you don't. But if you do, there's an opportunity for you to get whatever fusion of money into your business. This is the employee retention tax credit. It is a complex tax credit that most people cannot do on their own. If even many accountants don't know how to do it. This is payroll. Many accountants don't even handle payroll. Okay. And many accountants are in the busy season. They're working on filing your taxes. So we have many partners. So thank you. Shout out to all of our partners that are out there across the country, helping us help small businesses get access to this credit. If you would like to partner with us, it doesn't matter who you are. You don't even have to have a business, but if you are in the business of serving small business and you want to join our team and helping us get the word out to more small businesses around the country, please reach out to us. Send us an email at ertc@shebosstalk.com. Myself or one of the members of my team will reach back to you to let you know how you can partner with us. You can become an affiliate with us, or you can join a referral program, or you can actually join our team that is working hard every day to facilitate the process of getting the small business owners the funding that they need. We work with you from the beginning to end till you have your money deposited in your bank account. Okay, so that's important to know. So any fees that we have, you don't even have to pay the fee. So be careful of that. You don't even have to pay our fees. We do all the upfront work. So the risk is on us and our team of experts, right? So you don't have to pay us until you get your payment from the IRS. Now the IRS is taking a while. This is a manual process. So if you have, all of us have worked with the IRS. We know how slow that they can be. I know that they're supposed to be hiring. I don't know how many new people they have hired, but I know this is a busy season for them, and they manually process these the file claims. Okay, so the sooner you can get your information in, the better. It can take several months for you to get your money from the IRS, but you know that it's coming. Once you file it, you know that it's coming. Consider it like a bonus, but it does take several months to get your money from the IRS. But know that it's coming. Okay, so I wish I was one of those people. Another thing to note is, so if you have a business and you as the owner, you should know, if you are an employee of the company, you are excluded from qualification from the count. So say, for instance, you have 10 employees and you're including yourself in the count. You have to remove yourself. So you technically have 9. Also, any family members. So if you have 50% or more ownership in the company, none of your family members are included in the qualification count. So if that's your spouse, if that's your mom, if that's any of your children that work in your business as W-2 employees, they are excluded from the employee count, and everyone else is included. Okay. Now, another information that has been a lot of misinformation about is how many employees you need to have. Okay. You only need to have one qualifying employee to submit a claim. Now, we don't know until you submit your information and the team analyze it to determine how much you actually qualify for any one of your employees. Okay. So it could be you may not qualify for anything because it may be offset by PPP. So even if you qualify, you can qualify for ERC and get PPP, but it may offset to the point where you get 0, or it will reduce the amount that you qualify for. So just know that. So we look at all of these things when we're asking for your documentation, and we're analyzing it to determine what it is that you get. Okay. So that can happen, and you will be informed. We inform you about where you are in the process, or why the analysis is the way it is. So you are informed of all the way through the process, so that you understand. We do a lot of hand holding because small business owners need hand holding. That tells you how complicated it is. Even without them doing the work, even when you ask business owners, to submit documentation, a lot of times business owners are hands off, right? Or they may not have their businesses organized as they should, or they have someone else overseeing it and they have to reach out to them. So we help you along the way, or you may not understand some of the forms that are being asked for. So you may have them, but you may not be familiar with the term or how to access them in your accounting system. So we help you with that. So we assist you, but you have to be part of the process. We don't do it for you. We can't, for liability, for legal purposes, is very important. So all the way through the process, it would ask you for approvals and permissions, because we never wanted to come back that, the customer says that something was filed on their behalf that they didn't even know about. The business owner has to be part of the process. And a lot of times business owners, for a lot of whatever reason, want to be hands off. This is not one of those times. You need to be hands on and really present. Make sure that you are following up, that you're reviewing the email correspondences that are coming through, that you are quickly providing the information so that we can quickly analyze it and then quickly file it, so that the IRS can get to doing what they need to do to get your money back as quickly as possible. So help us help you. Okay. So help us help you. We spend a lot of our time helping business owners to go through this process. And we're making it easy for you, the business owner. Because one thing that we found is, if the business owner is applying for any program and they feel like it's too complicated, they would just give up on the program. Okay. I'm not one of those people, but there's a lot of business owners like that, because it can be very intimidating. That's why we are here, to make the process easy. So just help us, provide us with what we need. We get on Zoom calls, right, to see what's happening, work through issues. We did that for a gentleman that we helped get him over $500,000 for his company. So we will work with you to help you get everything that you are entitled to for this program. But again, this is a reminder: the deadline to claim your 2020 employee retention tax credit is April 15th, 2024. And you only have until April 15th of 2025 to claim your 2021 tax credit, if you're eligible. And for 2020, you need to have no more than 100 employees, W-2 employees. For 2021, the maximum amount of W-2 and full-time W-2 employees you can have is 500. Now, if your company has 1,000 part-time employees, you still qualify. The criteria is based on full-time employee counts, but not part-time. There is no limit. There's no cap on part-time employees. Okay. There is no cap on part-time employees. I say this because a lot of times when people go to fill out the application, it's asking you for your full-time FTE count, and you're assuming you don't qualify because you have part-time employees. That is not correct. Okay. So if you have part-time employees, you may qualify for this program. So, I mean, I've helped many companies that had several of part-time employees, especially like in the home health industry, the childcare industry. We've also helped in the logistic and trucking industry. I don't know an industry that we have not helped. Dealerships, car dealerships, you name it, body shops, tire shops. I mean, we've helped all types of companies. And these are small businesses, again, that are in the field. And a lot of times they're not even online. And you have business owners also that have language barriers. They may have some technical challenges or language challenges. And so, that's why we need you all to help us help get access to these business owners, because they're not all online either. So many of them will never see this video, and they will never know that they qualify for the employee retention tax credit that they need to keep their doors open, to be able to sustain their business, to have more cash flow, to be able to pay their bills, to be able to get ahead, to be able to expand their business. That's what this is about. And what happens with any federal program, because it happened already with the main program, is that they remove Q4 because they said people were not applying to the program. So they took it back. They passed a Senate bill, and to pay for the items in the Senate bill, they took away Q4. And there was another bill or more bills that were put forth to reinstate Q4, but it was never reinstated, only for the startup recovery tax credit. So those new businesses can still get Q4. But if you do not claim your credit, the monies go back to the federal government to do other things with it. We don't want it to go anywhere else but to where it was meant to be, is with the small business. We want every small business that qualifies for this credit to get it before the program ends. And so I am counting on you guys, as you always do, to be helpful and sharing. Sharing is caring. Let's share the good news with small business owners. Send them our way. And again, if you would like to partner with us, or if you are someone that has a business and you think you may qualify, shoot us an email at ertc support@shebosstalk.com. If you have questions, if someone told you something and you're not sure about it, put it in the comments and I will be sure to come back and answer questions that you have. Someone is asking about how long is processing taking right now. I heard it's like 90 days. I also heard it's like 8 months. No, to get to your analysis, it depends on your service provider. For us, and the partners that we work with are ERC specialists. The turnaround time to get your analysis is 2 to 3 weeks. So the sooner you get your documentation in, the quickly we can turn it around. The timeline for the IRS, once your claim is filed, the IRS can take like between 6 to 8 months or more, right? And there's no, sometimes people get it sooner than other people. The IRS does what they want to do, but I'm telling you about the timeline. It could be even up to a year or more before you get your funds. So the quicker you do it, the better for you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so important. Like, there's opportunities for all of us. There's no reason for me not to share the information. It's my responsibility. I mean, I don't want money going back to the government that's supposed to go to small businesses. And small businesses need it. Okay. So this is live. We are still live. You can catch the replay. You can rewind. It's always available. Watch it at your leisure. And just think about, who do you know right now that you think may qualify for this tax credit? Reach out to them. Share this video with them. So I hope I answered your question. How do you go about starting the process? This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Reach out to us. Send us an email at ertc support@shebosstalk.com. And we will assist you in getting started. Okay. What if I'm just an independent owner with no employees? Then you would not qualify for this particular program. There's many more other grant programs that you can qualify for. Definitely go check. We have a pinned post on our Facebook page, or we just did a video yesterday, and it's on YouTube as well. The grant video, our grant list is there. It's a membership subscription, but the list of 3 grants right there in that video that we gave, and one of them, anybody anywhere in the world can qualify for up to $15,000, right? So there's so many programs available, and I'm coming on here to let you know what they are. Last year I did a video on several tax credits that many small business owners don't even know that they qualify for. I will locate it and put it in the comments of this video. It's very important because, I mean, there's a lot of benefits that are made available to small businesses, but you can't take advantage of them if you don't know about them, and if you're not operating your business in a way that you can take advantage of these various tax credits. It's amazing. But this is the COVID related tax credit, and it's really big. It can be bigger than both PPP and EIDL, depending on your business. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think I got all the questions answered. Does it apply if I'm a person that? No, it does not apply to any delivery services, ride share, gig worker, self-employed. Now the self-employed had its own tax credit. That's what I'm going to share. And I don't know if you can still claim it. And the tax credit was claimable on your income taxes. And that was for those that are self-employed. I did a video on that as well, that specific tax credit. So that's why it's important to stay tuned, stay engaged for all these new programs, existing programs, and new programs that are coming up, because no matter what your business is, whether you have employees or not, there are programs out there to support your small business. Okay, but you have to know about them and access them while they're available. They don't stay available indefinitely, especially if they're COVID related. Okay, so that's very important. So I hope I answered your question for you. Okay. The person asking how does it work, I explained it, so I don't know when you came into the live, but if you missed it, just go back and catch the replay. Just shoot us an email. If you have W-2 employees or you had them in 2020 or 2021, you may qualify for the employee retention tax credit. Let us help you determine if you do. Okay. So that is my video today. Look out. Again, this is a year of financial freedom. We have a lot of great videos that are coming up. So stay tuned. Let's build wealth together. Let's create financial freedom for ourselves so that we can live the life that we want to live, do what we want to do, and make a greater impact. So continue to be the boss with amplified impact, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.